Let's move now to Taraba State, where the African Democratic Congress, ADC, in the state says it is positioning itself to take over leadership of the state in the 2027 general elections. Party leaders say the growing number of political actors defecting to the ADC is threatening its structure and boosting its chances ahead of the polls. Owolabi Adenusi reports from Jalingo.
Supporters and party faithful gathered in large numbers in Jalingo as the African Democratic Congress unveiled its local government secretariat in what turned into both a rally and a strategic meeting for the party. The event follows an earlier establishment of the party offices across all 16 local government areas of Taraba State, a move party leaders say is part of efforts to build a strong grassroots presence ahead of future elections. Addressing members and new defectors, the state chairman of the party, Adamu Hassan Mohammed, said the ADC remains committed to inclusiveness, good governance, and improving the welfare of citizens. He welcomed new members joining from other political parties and assured them of equal opportunities within the party structure.
I want to assure the Tarabians that ADC is here to stay and form the government of Taraba come 2027 by good grace, inshallah.
We want to call on everybody in Taraba State that there's a new sheriff in town. We invite everybody to join the party because a PDP that has been ruling the state has collapsed. Because of that, the governor has even moved to APC to tell you that PDP is dead in the state.
I want to assure you, people of Jalingo local government, ADC have come to stay. ADC has come to win election. ADC will win Taraba by the grace of God. ADC want to win in Nigeria.
Also speaking at the event, the former governorship candidate of the new Nigeria's People's Party in the 2023 election, Sani Yahaya, commended party members for building what he described as a credible political platform in the state. He noted that the spread of the party's offices across Taraba demonstrates readiness to offer voters an alternative leadership option. Professor Yahaya also reaffirmed his commitment to grassroots engagement and consultations across all communities in the state.
We have tried to show other parties that we in ADC, we are different. We are different with them. We are not party that exists only on paper. We are a party that exists both on paper and in practice.
With political activities gradually building ahead of the 2027 elections, the ADC says it hopes to challenge the dominance of the APC and PDP in Taraba State by strengthening its grassroots appeal.
Owolabi Adenusi joins us now to discuss more of this. Owolabi, the ADC is now strategizing to take over the Taraba government house in 2027. How realistic is their mission given the fact that APC and PDP have a current dominance in the state and in the country?
Yeah, in Taraba State, the ADC has the capacity to take over power, provided that political actors within the party do not allow personal interest to override the collective interests of the party. For instance, the former gubernatorial candidate of NNPP in the last general election, Professor Yaya, has now joined the ADC and is seeking to become the next governor of the state. Don't forget that Professor Yaya came second when PDP won the election. In addition, figures such as Danji Usman is a reputable APC member before he defected. Usman Yaya, Senator Tauta, and several others have indicated interest for the governorship race. However, it depends on how the party primary. It will be one of the factors that will determine it if they will actually go.
Okay,
Don't forget that the Professor Yaya we are talking of was in APC before. When Senator Bwasha won the party primary, he decided to leave APC and join NNPP, and he became second. That means that he's a grassroots politician. But now, we should ask ourselves, will he agree with whoever emerged in ADC? If he doesn't emerge, the same thing will fall, because I'm seeing them, all of them are desperate. All the political actors in ADC are desperate to become governor, and which everybody cannot be governor.
APC
yes.
is the ruling party in Taraba State, as you know, and it enjoys the power of incumbency. Don't you think that the battle for the government house will be very tough in the state for the ADC?
Yes. Yes, the APC is the ruling party there. Governor Kefa has done his best, and he has won the mass mind of the grassroots. But the problem there is now, don't forget that Dr. Kefa just defected to APC. Now he's trying to manage those people that he made there. If they work with him as a team, surely nobody can beat APC in Taraba. But it depends on how they manage the merger, because we don't have PDP in Taraba again. Because most of the people in the PDP now, they've already moved to APC. And you remember that when they came to APC, they met people on ground. It's now give and take. If the governor can accommodate them in his cabinet, surely nobody will stop his second time pay.
Thank you so much, Olabi Adenusi. Thank you for joining us. Like you have said, management is key. The General Officer Commanding 3 Division of the Nigerian Army and Commander of Operation Enduring Peace, Major General Folusho Oyinlola, has met with critical stakeholders from Riyom local government area and Just South local government area in a renewed push to sustain peace and security. The engagement is part of efforts to consolidate recent security gains and ensure a peaceful farming season in 2026 across affected communities. Senior correspondent, Funom Joshua reports.
Seated in this hall are key stakeholders drawn from communities across Riyom and Jos South Council areas of Plateau State, regions that have endured years of violent clashes resulting in loss of lives and destruction of property. The meeting, convened by Major General Folusho Oyinlola, the General Officer commanding the 3rd Division and Commander Operation Enduring Peace, focuses on consolidating security gains recorded during the Yuletide season and strengthening measures to guarantee a peaceful and productive farming season in 2026.
We are here to jointly fashion out practical modalities for peaceful coexistence, particularly as we approach the commencement of the farming season. Security agencies remain concerned about recent developments in parts of the state, particularly attacks on miners at mining sites, the increasing influx of large number of cattle into farming communities, as well as illegal arms manufacturing. This is also in addition to cattle rustling and cattle poisoning.
Representatives of indigenous communities and Fulani groups were given the opportunity to present their concerns and propose practical solutions to sustain the relative peace currently being experienced.
The major thing that we're having is harboring of criminals within our own communities.
So I'm calling on the other communities. They should talk to their youth. Let them stop attacking our cows. Let them stop attacking our rearers.
What I want to plead is that the rate of destruction of our farm crops or produce is also in an increase.
There are a lot of influx of headers around the Rangel, Giro, Rafibuna axis, which we don't know where they come from.
If there's anybody who's involved in any criminal activity, please bring that person out. And it will be done very, very confidentially. There's no need for you to be afraid of it. Please speak up and we'll ensure that we do something about it.
The Chief of Army Staff, through the General Officer Commanding, also provided bags of fertilizer free of charge to stakeholders to support their farming activities. Funom Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
Senior correspondent Funom Joshua joins us now. Funom, this meeting comes ahead of the 2026 farming season. Why is this engagement coming so early, and why is it very critical at this stage?
Thank you very much. It's important at this point of time, not only that some of these situations, some of this challenge of insecurity facing across some of these selected communities in Plateau State do occur, at this period of time. So the leadership of the Special Task Force, Joint Task Force Operation Enduring Peace, is doing so much in their kinetic and non-kinetic efforts to restore peace back to all of these crisis communities here in Plateau State. For the past 6 months, we've seen improvement, serious improvement from the efforts of the Special Task Force, the leadership of the Special Task Force, the tactics they are using, engaging stakeholders across these warring communities. From what we're hearing and what we're seeing, visibly, the situation has improved so much that, apart from the recent attack at the mining site, which, it was according to the illegal activities of the miners there, which resulted to that attack. But for over 6 months, like I earlier said, we've seen the improvement, serious improvement of this menace across some of these selected communities, following the non-kinetic efforts of the Special Task Force and the authorities as well.
Fulham, beyond security deployment, what non-military confidence-building measures are being introduced to prevent future clashes?
It is, the one key that the leadership of the Special Task Force, the GOC, emphasized yesterday to the stakeholders is the need for them to see each other as one family, as brothers, not as enemies. In all that they are going to do, grievances, holding grievances against each other of the past experience are things that he stressed for them to let go, forgive each other, and then see the progress of such communities. It's been over 2 decades that we are having this, recurring attacks and insecurity across these communities, and development is way back compared to other local governments here in Plateau State that are not experiencing this. So the key thing there is for them to see the progress of their communities as a priority. Other communities are growing beyond the way these people are at the moment. So he emphasized the fact that whatever their grievances, whatever bitter grudges they are holding, first and foremost, they should let go and see each other as brothers. If they do so, then we are hoping to have a way forward in tackling this challenge.
Senior Correspondent Freedom Joshua, thank you for joining us. Olamide, those are the stories on news from the state, and I particularly like the one on health. So what the House of Representatives is trying to tell citizens in Enugu State is that they have to, first of all, go to primary health care centers, first of all, if you're having any health issues, before going to tertiary institutions, just so that there's enough space in tertiary institutions to attend to serious issues like cancer and rehabilitation.
I mean, it's the role of the lawmakers to perform oversight. This is going beyond the walls of the chambers, to go firsthand to see what's going on. In this situation, the Committee on Public Health, whose focus is on improving and maximizing primary health in the state. And I like what they mentioned, talking about the fact that more attention needs to be put on our primary health care centers than on the state and tertiary institutions. That way they're allowed time to, cater to the needs of the population. But I think the question now should be how equipped and, accessible these health centers would be at this time. That's a fine place to leave it. Banker, thank you for joining us at this time.